new to pool and practicing the basics, or a more experienced player performing drills to improve your shot making and positional play, the Drill Partner is perfect.
All right, Mike, time to get back to work over here, buddy. You can't be watching pool your whole life. Or maybe, I guess, in your case, you can.
44 years down the drain.
Yeah. All right. Sorry for the technical difficulty. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear us and see us all right. It's never a dull moment out here at the Rio.
And let us know whether we were still on audio when we lost our video before and we're still live.
What, we better not have been, Mike. Some stuff is
we had some juicy comments in there.
Off the record. All right. Before we duck out of here again, Josh and Kazakis are in a dogfight over there, Mike. 3-3, It looks like. In the third set, they're tied at 1-1 in the overall. So big matchup there, big game over there. For those
big game for Alex, especially to try to get up 2 sets to 1 on Josh, and kind of know that you've got a little bit in your, you can at least push to that deciding set. That would be important.
Would you take Josh or the field from here?
I would take Josh from here.
Versus the field?
Yeah. It's a 3-person field.
Can we dinner bet it?
Yeah.
Can we dinner bet it? All right, I might take it. Ike says we lost it all. What's better that way anyway? We weren't saying nothing too engaging there, too exciting. Josh versus the field. All right,
I want everybody who's friends with Josh to message him and tell him that Mike Pinozzo picked him against the field, okay?
He's about to win here, it looks like, Mike. He's on the second ball, it looks like, so he might still send him.
He's still got to break up the 9-10 or what?
Can I buy out now?
Or did he?
I'm just kidding. All right.
Did he break up the 9-10?
I don't know.
Okay.
You guys can check it out at Pro Billiard TV right now. Let's see. He broke it out, but it ain't easy, Mike. He's got the cue ball on the rail and a tough shot on the 9 ball.
He's shooting the 9?
Yeah, this guy will get out of my way. I can see it. This is one thing I love about the Rio. One of many things, but they got 2 big screens you guys can check out at any part of the room. You can sweat the action. Although I can't see.
The worst part that he's driving.
One guy here. Josh is coming up with a big shot on the 9 ball here, Mike. Let's see if he comes.
No, he did.
Yeah, but there ain't no hanger. He's got the cue ball on the rail. Let's see what he does. He left it. He missed it. We got action, boys. All right.
Can I buy out?
Dinner bet is still on. All right, Mike.
Watch Alex drilled us right into the rail.
A lot of big women events, a lot of big women players that are here as well, Mike.
Shinmei Liu is here. I haven't seen Shinmei Liu since.
Who?
Shinmei Liu was a great player in the 80s, 90s.
Really?
Taiwanese player. Won a world championship. Was top player. Haven't seen her in a million years. She's playing here.
Are you just aging Mike?
Yeah. Han Yu is here.
Han Yu is here. Yes, great Chinese player.
Rita Chow.
Yep.
All the top Europeans. Yeah, it's great. Really, really strong women's field as it should be. Really top-notch event. So a lot of action going on there.
WPA sanctioned is that event, Mike? And have we heard any news given the WPA heads that have been rolling around here? I don't know if we talked about that at all.
No news is not bad news at this point. Nothing new on the news front as far as WPA matchroom goes. But nothing bad like we're not talking, which is what we heard all last year.
Right.
So any kind of we're still talking is good enough for me right now.
Like you, I haven't heard anything bad, so that's definitely a plus, and so hopefully they're just kind of waiting to, make a move, but I'm optimistic more so than I have been in the last few years, that's for sure. So we shall see, and more importantly, I want it to come out soon because I want to talk with some of these players as the news breaks. So we will see what happens there. What happened with Kazakis and Filler? Did Alex dog it?
Yes, he sure did.
He left
the 9 ball right over the side.
He left it right over the side pocket for Josh. Even you could get out from
trying
there.
To play in safe.
Man.
I don't know how they ended up trying to play safe. I missed, after Josh missed up in the top corner, I thought Alex.
I got a long
Dinner's still on.
Dinner is still on. Game on, as Wayne and Garth would say. Hey, listen, Josh has got a tough spot here in this match. Oh, I see, baby. Josh got a tough shot on his 10 ball here, Mike. I expect him to gin it, but let's see if he makes it first.
You don't give Josh this many chances at the table and get away with it.
I'm surprised he came up so short on that 10 ball, though. And he made it. The crowd roars. Josh is up 2-0.
The crowd roars?
Roars. Crowd roars. They clapped.
I'm
all
not
right.
sure if there was a
They
roar.
clapped. They clapped. I got to be honest with you though. In some of these Josh matches, I mean, he plays on that table more than anyone, but it's always packed when Josh is playing. Like
Yeah.
the fans, despite
Like
all
an hour
these,
ahead of time.
yeah. I mean, that match
Filling
with
up
Shane
seats.
was like an hour and a half of, and I know part of that is Shane for sure, but
Yeah.
you can tell like despite the shit that he's taken over the last the last
He's
6
box
months,
office.
he is. Yeah, people still want to watch the kid play.
Yeah.
All right, so the women, Mike, who do you got there? I know I saw the draw. There's some tough women on the one loss side already, Mike.
Yes, there are. There's going to be a real grind through this women's division. Boy, it's really you could take a flyer on a half dozen women and have a good chance of coming in.
The Filipinos, Rubelin and Cheska are always going to be a
Rubelin and
threat.
Cheska are in there. You've got Rita Chow in there, Christina Tkach, Jasmine did well recently. They've been playing well. Kelly Fisher's never, out of the discussion.
No.
So you've got a lot of options. I think the women's is completely up for grabs.
Sylviana's in the one loss side. Xiao Fang Fu's on the one loss side, just to mention a few. So you can just tell the quality of the players that are there. Yvonne Heibler's on the one loss side as well. Borana, who just took off an event, didn't she, Mike? Was that the girl? Pia's on one loss side as well. Savannah Easton, Louis Shasha, strong Chinese players on the one loss side as well. So just to kind of give you guys an idea as far as what the depth of the field is like, you can check out ProBilliardSeries.com. They probably got one of the most user-friendly websites that I've seen in following a whole event ever, Mike. Like
you can follow.
It's super user-friendly.
All right, here I'm going to go. I'm going off though.
Are you going off right now?
I still have an issue with not being able to know what the scores are at a table unless you have your phone and you're on the app.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
I
know
just have a problem.
We're in 2025, Mike. You need a phone. We can get you a phone.
I understand that, but I would like to just walk by a table and be able to look down and know who's playing, what their names are, what country they're from, and what the score is. You want to go tell them
about that? Do that Walmart comment again, like we did when we covered that event in Michigan.
But listen, I know everything's on the phone, but if I'm just walking through here, one of these players playing leagues, I don't know the two players at this table. I can see it on my app that there's these scores, but I don't know who those two players are.
Okay.
There's a player from Taiwan playing a player from Indonesia. I don't know who. I don't even know what their names are. So I don't even know how to look at the score.
Sure. It's modern world, Mike.
So yeah, I mean, you're right. It's 2025. Show me what the score is on the table. Yeah. It's not hard.
They've had it before, right? where I know they've had them like on the lights before up top. They got these little tablets, which is cool, which is where they're updating. But you're right. There's a lot of this going on there because they can't see. They're trying to.
The tablets are for the players.
Yeah, I know.
That's the only people who can read them are the players. So, and I understand with the lights that they have over these, it's not something you can attach.
Right.
Beads to like the old U.S. Open days, but I still think it's 2025. There should be a way to figure it out. Don't you think?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know about going off about it, but yeah, I'm with you.
Well, I don't see it was really going off. But even like the mixed doubles, I was looking at some of the mixed doubles players. I didn't know who was playing with who, and I watched the game a fair amount. I would like to see a little more on-site spectator-friendly approach to some of these matches.
That's fair. I mean, there's a ton going on, but I guess if there was an opportunity, that for sure would be one. Yeah. Compared to last year, it just feels like a completely different vibe, though. Where I mentioned before, it's like in terms of cost cutting in different places. Like all in all, it's it seems like it's on the right trend. I should say.
Yeah, they're getting it dialed in.
But yeah, I guess that they do have some TVs though, where you can kind of sweat it on the side if you're there by like Salado. They got the tournament desk there, so you can check out some live scoring there as well.
You can always check out the scores.
I got 3 phones, and one of them's got a bunch of tabs open with Pro Billiard Series, and I'm just going from one to the other. But that's just I'm used to it, I guess. So anyhow, the bank pool, shockingly, Americans are through pretty well in there. Mike, Billy, and Sky match up.
Shane is still in there, and Josh is in there.
Not shocking though, is Josh being in there. He's a great bank pool player.
It's great at everything, obviously.
Great at everything, for sure.
Tortured Shane in one pocket.
I was really heartbroken about that, by the way. No, I think. Listen, I feel like it's playing on that table makes a difference, And I don't care. Most of these players are playing on diamonds when they play, unless you're playing on one table events with Matchroom, and then it's usually a Rasson. Then in that case, but like other than that, they're usually playing on diamond tables. So, and you'll hear that this is why some players have griped over the years, especially with Derby City, because they don't like playing on TV table because they say it's completely different than anything else
Right.
outside in the arena, and then you're being put on the shot clock, especially in terms of,
Right.
of one pocket, and on the outside tables you're not. So Josh, more than anyone, has gotten a chance to play on this table. I don't care what event it is. I would not be surprised if he sweeps, Banks, if he wins the men's event, and if him and Pia end up snapping off the doubles event, because he gets more table time, and he's already like that's a step up, but he's already a step up because
Yeah.
he's just Josh.
Just
you know
Josh,
what I mean?
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and not for nothing. I mean, listen, there's a lot of solid players here. There's not a lot of great players here, and there's a big difference. So as far as guys who can kind of take them off, it's like you're gonna have to kind of catch them slipping, so to speak,
Yeah.
in order for you to win one. Because other than that, the guy's gonna be a heavy favorite. Like
every match.
Like okay, so for example, if this is based off of tennis, right? More or less is the score they're trying to go to. In tennis, you would handicap by sets. Like there would be a lot of guys who Josh would be minus 1.5 sets on, meaning you're not expecting the other guy to even snap off one set, let alone the whole match. Like that's how much of a favorite he would be. And so I think that part of it is going to be really weighted as far as him continuing on and playing in all these events, Mike, personally.
Yeah.
So can any one of the boys from Kentucky or Ohio take him off, though, Mike? Sky or Billy?
Yeah, Billy, Shane, Sky. I think my picks would be Billy or Shane.
Billy or Shane? Good picks for sure. I mean, we know how great they are at banking the ball. Shane, I feel like, can adapt a little bit better than those guys. Obviously, age plays a factor in that experience. But yeah, I hope we get to see a rematch of Shane versus Feller. That's what I'm rooting for. Fingers crossed. Or even a Sky versus Feller would be pretty box office as well.
Yeah.
He didn't get to play in a lot of events, so seeing Sky get into a finals would be pretty awesome. Billy, we know the monster that he is, banking the ball as well. So
yeah, it's just fun to watch him bank.
It is, and I love that exciting style, man. So we said it a few times as far as them bringing in these like players who are and these different disciplines and players who are not in good standings with WPA. It's great to see him out here and interacting with the fans. It's great to see him out here and just hanging out. And it's kind of like making the best of a shitty situation, I feel like.
Right.
So, but this does get me excited to see, hey, if things do work out, what the potential tournament's going to look like going forward, Mike.
It's
What else we got, Mike, before we get out of here the second time around?
Mixed doubles, what do you like?
Man, that's such a mixed bag of players. Like Albin and Jasmine not playing together, right? I think you got Tyler and Margaret playing together, maybe.
No, Tyler. No, because at WPA, so Tyler couldn't
right,
play, and Margaret told them she wouldn't play with anybody other than Tyler. So
they got some interesting matchups. Like Wojciech's got a player. She's been traveling around the U.S. playing strong as well. It's like I always say that chemistry means so much in doubles. This event, unless Josh and Pia kind of snap it off, I don't really know who to go for. Like if I'm standing
the
on that
Filipino
leg.
couples are they're pretty strong.
Well, you know what? Like, listen, Mark Estiola can play great, but I would have much rather, no disrespect to Mark, he's a great guy, but like, I would have much rather have seen Jeff DeLuna and Cheska play, because you want to talk about
firepower.
Yeah, fireworks. You know what I mean? Because they both got a real exciting style of play.
Yeah.
They're both fun to watch. They don't waste any time whatsoever. But yeah, and then of course Bustamante and Rublin shockingly lose that round yesterday as well. So like, I don't know where to go, Mike. I would have probably picked. I guess I probably would have picked Filipinos to start with, and I may still. But
Chang and Chow, right?
Well, Taiwan, yeah. Who's Wu Kun Lin playing with?
Hanyu?
I think so. Yeah. See, that's a monster duo right there, Mike. You got Max Lechner playing with a lady from Taiwan as well. Crystal on
They
Instagram.
look good yesterday.
Yeah, they're playing solid. So like, if someone finds a rhythm and the gaffiness that is this break in this format, I mean, short races, tons of pressure from the beginning. Flip a coin.
Yeah.
I'll probably take Team Asia versus the field, but that's not really gambling because they're going to be a tough out no matter what.
Yeah, right.
Anyhow, are you going to be around later on today at all? Or what's your plan
before
for
dinner?
today?
Yeah.
before dinner. What time do you eat? Like at 2 o'clock or so? You're on your way right now, ain't you, Mike?
I got the senior buffet going.
Yeah. We'll have more content and more interviews coming up, especially as these tournaments wind down. I'm gonna go back to like more traditional type stuff as far as getting players on the fly. So
Yeah.
make sure and hang out. Big shout out to all of our sponsors who help bring us out here, putting all those you see here. Come stop by for a free chance to enter in for $2,400 worth of cues here at the Lucasi booth. You got anything else, Mike? Before we
No,
got
we're
here?
good.
Well, you're in his way, Mike. It's all good. No, you're good. You're good.